And everybody say hello to Rocker. Rocker's here casting with me. Didn't introduce Rocker. My bad, Rocker.
Hey, hello everyone.
Alright, so here we go. Game 1 of our best of 7. In the bottom left-hand corner of Royal Blood, we have CatZ.
And in the top right, we have NAchobo. So, to start things off, game 1 of the series, let's do a little introduction on the players. CatZ, he has literally been around Brood War since the beginning. And he's been really good since the beginning. I remember playing him 20 years ago. And he's created Root. He has competed in many tournaments. He has casted many tournaments. He's been a professional player. He's been all over the whole time. The whole time StarCraft's been alive, Mr. CatZ has been around. NAchobo is almost the exact opposite. He is extremely new, and I think he's only been to one LAN tournament ever, and that was Cheesedelphia, this last most recent one, and he actually played really well. He did a good job. So he's definitely an up-and-comer versus the OG Mr. CatZ, and they both play pretty tricky. So this is going to be an interesting one.
I remember specifically a time back in the day of StarCraft 2 where I had just heard about CatZ and I was watching his stream, and they just changed it from starting with 6 workers to starting with, what do we start with now? 12, I think it is. Whatever the heck the number is now that we start with. And I remember him experimenting with a bunch of different builds, and he was like so determined to get the 2 hatch before pool build down where it would work against anything. And those were some fun games. I remember that specifically about times watching CatZ play from when, the earlier days of StarCraft 2.
Yeah. He still does that versus me quite often because I do the whole Nexus first thing. But CatZ is he's got a great mind, and when he really wants to turn it on, he can definitely get up to 6K. I think Pilly bet him $100 one time. He's like, "Can you get 6K in a month?" Because he was pretty inactive. Like, he's not necessarily like inactive, don't get me wrong, but he's definitely in streamer mode where he doesn't really try as hard and kind of just plays the game for fun. But Billy's like, "I'll bet you $100 you can't get 6K," and it's like, okay, serious mode is engaged. So he went from like 5K all the way up to 59.90, and I watched it, and he was on the timer. Like, we were on the last hour, and he got 59.90, and he just lost. And it was like he was playing for 10 hours, like trying to get that last final grind. It was actually exciting. Like, that was one of my favorite streams I think I've ever seen, like in recent years of StarCraft. And just, he didn't get it, but just to show you that he can go from like 5K to playing serious in 1 month's time and get to 6K, like, he's got it in him, so.
Yeah. I've always watched a lot of CatZ, and obviously being a streamer for ESL takes up a lot of his time too, of course.
Yeah, and actually even just recently he almost beat MaxPax 2-1. He did end up taking a game and then almost won game 1 and almost won game 3. So he lost 1-2, but it was really, really close. And that was just like last week. So, I mean, when he wants to turn it on, he can. And with that being said, I'm going to go ahead and say Mr. CatZ is the favorite to win this show match. But NAchobo, he does this build that we're watching right now. The Warp Prism drop and the Disruptor into a Colossus Stalker push. And he does it really well. Like, this is his thing. This is what he does, no doubt about it.
This is a pretty interesting build. Don't see it too often.
Well, you're going to see it a few times today, Parm.
I hope I never have to play against it, ever.
Yeah, I think he's going to come back to it, like, maybe every game, ? But at least a couple games, for sure.
Yeah.
CatZ is a
man.
really healthy economy going though. Got, almost 60 workers, 56. It's a really good number versus a 2-base here. So here we see the gateway explosion. We see the Colossus being built. Does he get thermo with it? I'm not sure. I'm curious to find out.
That was really good positioning by CatZ's queens there.
Yeah. And he's got great creep spread. He's got great overlords. Like, look at this. CatZ is tryharding. We're seeing the best of CatZ today. It's got a Spire on the way. This is a way to counter it, I think. It's a little bit like dicey of a way to counter it. But then again, what isn't dicey versus this build?
All right.
That Colossus is super dangerous versus these lings. It doesn't have thermal though, and he's not choosing to go roaches, so no thermal is not going to be a huge deal actually. Carry push though. Mutas are still 20 seconds away. So it's going to get some damage. It's just a matter of if he does have a 4th hatch being built, so losing this hatch isn't the end of the deal. Losing these drones is a little bit of a big deal. But let's see if these mutas can clean it up here. Looks like it is.
Yeah, it looks pretty good so far. We did get another round of warp-ins on the Stalkers, though. I think that extra warp-in was all he really needed.
And he hasn't gotten the warp prism. Oh no! Oh wow!
Yeah, the extra warp-in right there was enough to put him over the edge.
I really thought that was going to be CatZ's game there, but yeah, like you said, that extra warp-in was the game changer. So, it's not going to be a 4-0.
Nope,
CatZ at
not
least.
a 4-0.
NAchobo is still on board for possibly 4-0ing. However, that's a tough 4-0. I don't see it happening. So let's see how CatZ adjusts, because, like I said, I think we're going to see it again.
All right. So as you can see there, there's the map's coming up. Next map, Ancient Cistern. Rolch, I see you. Are you coming, Rolch? The beeping noise. Yeah, I don't know why that came back again. The beeping noise is my Discord. So
Thanks so
let me see if I
much,
can
Rolf,
fix
for
that.
the gift subs. And look at who all got a sub. Talk about an A-class sub gift community there. Kirby, Binsky, Reaper, Basic I'm not familiar with, but Forever NAchobo who's playing here. Those were some good landing subs. Thank you again, Rolf.
Okay, I fixed it. You guys aren't going to hear anything. No more beeps.
Nice. Did you leave the microwave on, Parm?
No, it was my push to talk.
Ah.
Whenever I hold it, it makes the beep sound. So now it's not going to do that anymore. I thought I fixed it, but apparently I didn't last time.
So, you know what happens, because you're a cheeser, Parm.
Mm-hmm.
When a cheeser plays macro and he gets cheesed, what does a cheeser like to do the next game?
A macro game. Come on.
Yeah, totally. So I wonder if CatZ is going to start the aggression here.
Look, I would do a macro game. But that's like super cheesy.
Yeah.
Anyway, bottom left-hand corner. We have, once again, CatZ.
In the top right, we have NAchobo. You want to hear a funny story about NAchobo?
Who doesn't want to hear a funny story?
He was like a legend with our group of guys here for quite a while. Just because it was like NAchobo, like he was 5K, he was 4'9", he was on the rise. It's like, oh no, he's pretty good. And our buddy Sagan, who's always used to hang out a lot more, doesn't hang out as much these days. But he was always like, nah, Chobo. And we're like, no, I'm pretty sure it's NAchobo. And he's like, no, it's not Chobo.
NAchobo.
And we finally asked NAchobo, and he's like, yeah, it's NA. But Sagan still calls him NAchobo. It is North American Chobo.
Hey, I gotta ask you a question, because you might remember who this is. Do you remember Midian?
Yeah, of course, the Zerg player from Great Britain.
Yeah. I used to hang out with him a lot back in the day.
Yeah, he was so good. CatZ would know him too. TOT, Templars of Twilight, Midian.
He used to help me out a lot. I remember him specifically.
Yeah, I actually I want to say he stayed at my mom's house for a night.
Did he really?
WCG Seattle, but we definitely got dinner. Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
We got dinner at the brewery across from the baseball field.
I used to hang out on EU a lot in the Brood War days. I used to play on VDP was my clan.
Oh, nice.
Vulgar display of power. Yes.
Yeah, that WCG was one of my favorite StarCraft like weekends or moments, whatever you want to call it. Because at that same dinner that we're talking about, we had like Mondragon, Midian, and a couple other guys.
Oh, Mondragon! I forgot all about him too.
Yeah, we just had like 5 different accents all at the same table, and it was so cool and interesting to just be a part of and hang out with.
Those were good times back on the EU days.
Yeah. Yeah, Midian and Rhett. And those were like the European
Rhett was in my clan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Those were like the European.
I didn't know you knew all those guys.
Oh, yeah.
What did you go by on back in the day? Were you still always Rocker?
Towards the end I was, but I was kind of flirting around with like, I was young. I used the alias Artist, Kolbs. I used many names. I was trying to find my name. Arm.
I hear you.
So it was the early days.
Well, I went by Hootie back then, so.
Oh, nice. All right. So here it is again, Barm. What adjustments are we going to get by Mr. CatZ?
Hopefully just seeing the Robo make him at least assume that something very similar is coming. He didn't get any peek on the main at all, though. Yeah, did he?
Not yet, no. But he sees the Robo, and that's a pretty big tell right there. However, it could be like a bunch of charge gates and stuff in the background. But a Robo always means aggression, like one way or another about it.
Right.
No one ever really builds a Robo and is like, I'm gonna slowly take a third here.
But that's the hard part about Zerg against an aggressive 2-base player Protoss is you don't know what exactly the all-in is going to be. Is it going to be charge lots? Is it going to be adepts? Is it going to be this? Which obviously it's going to be something like it was before because of the Robo Bay. Like that gives that away for sure. But he didn't know until like 30 seconds ago.
Or not Queen, Overlord. Sorry.
Indeed.
And he's got Lings patrolling. The creep spread isn't as good this game. Last game it really felt like it was booming. Maybe he got one less queen and did more injects or something. I wonder what the switch up was, but it's still going. I mean, it's still not bad. He's still gonna have creep out there. Still got pretty well placed overlords.
Ooh, gets the obs. That's kind of nice.
That is a big one. Last game the disruptor didn't get too much done. This game it kind of looks like it's not going to get too much done either. CatZ is doing really well at shushing that away.
And here it begins. The mutas are about the same timing as last time too, so it's going to be a tough hold again if he can actually do. Ooh, oh. That was big. That means every drone's going to die at this base. Yeah, this is a crazy good push. All these overlords are gonna die. I think this might be a good game again.
All right, does he focus? He does focus the warp prism down this time. The lings are running by. Oh no!
Wow. Yeah, this is GG again. That's too many drones lost, I think, and there's really nothing here to stop this.
Yeah. So he is down to 29 workers. He doesn't like have blink though. So these are naked stalkers, and the Colossus is dead. Like all you really need to do is build lings and mutas and drones at this point, right? So let's see. Yeah. I mean, this is a lot coming though.
I mean, he would need so many more mutas than he has, and they're streaming him one at a time. Oh, he's noticing, so that's good at least.
Yeah. He got back up to 36 workers. Is this enough? I mean, I want to believe in Protoss, but so many times I've seen stalkers die to lings when they really shouldn't, right? So I almost think CatZ has this.
Yeah, he pulled workers again, though.
Yeah, I don't know why he pulled workers, though. Maybe he doesn't have it.
Yeah, who needs blink when you got a warp prism?
Yeah. I almost wonder if he would have just had a little bit more patience and got more lings out or something. But the warp prism is acting as a great micro technique, so. Well,
yeah, it looks like it's going to be called in a minute here.
Dare I say the cat's out of the bag, though. We know what NAchobo likes, and now so does CatZ.
Yeah.
So let's see, game 3. What's the adjustment? It's almost like this is CatZ going to the lab with money on the line on how to stop the 2 base, 1 Colossus, 1 Disruptor, Mass Stalker, Warp Prism push. It's at 5:30. It's hit the same time both times. NAchobo's got this build down.
Is this his invention, or is this something that somebody else does?
It's not his invention, but it's all I've ever seen him do versus Zerg.
Very interesting. Alright, next match. Grezven is our map.
Kind of excited. You know, I was a little bit worried that it was going to be a little bit one-sided with CatZ, but now we got 2 wins under NAchobo's belt here, so it's actually putting the pressure on CatZ to figure it out here.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, if I'm NAchobo, I'm doing it again. Like, I'm gonna do it until it's like.
Don't worry, Parm. He's doing it.
I was gonna say, like.
All right, 12 full. So CatZ is like, enough of this. I'm coming at you.
Yeah. Here we go. Well, here we go. Bottom right-hand corner, the man about the 12 pool is CatZ.
And top left. He's up 2 games. Same build. NAchobo.
Maples, if you're still here, is my audio okay now, or is it still too loud? Alright, good. Thank you, Jumbotron stream. Thank you, Guideline. Wilde Lines. NAchobo sees what's up, but he probably knew something was up when there was no drone coming out to make a expansion. So
yeah, I think this is good. I like this. I mean, I know CatZ might just be doing this because of the map. This is a very popular 12 pool map, but I like throwing off the guy who's like, you know, strict on how his build goes. You know, hit this, you know, perfect times. So we're throwing NAchobo off a little bit. We're going to have to see him adjust. You know, of course, CatZ is very familiar in these positions, these situations. It's been 12 pulling as long as NAchobo's alive. Not literally, because like we said in the first game, you know, it didn't always be 12 drones, but the equivalent of it. He's been 4 pooling, 6 pooling.
4
been doing it all.
Oh, he actually brought the extra 2 lings too. Oh, gonna get a nice but the other zealot is out. Let's see if he can micro. Just barely not enough. Nope, not gonna get this last zealot.
You know, losing the lings is a little bit of a bummer, but the zealot can't really move out. The hatch was finished before the Nexus started. There is no tech. There's no second gas. I'm okay with it. I kind of like, you know, engaging the zealot, because 2 zealots and 2 adepts is actually really scary versus 12 pool.
Yeah.
Marching across the map. Now all you gotta do is worry about 2 adepts, which is still scary. Don't get me wrong, but
especially when you don't have speed and only 1 queen.
Yeah,
that's when it gets scary. Oh, he's got a 2nd queen now, so I think he's okay, but
his queen and his main is kind of a ways out, though. This is gonna do some damage. Oh, he didn't decide to go into the main. Still gonna find some damage, though.
Yeah. And he can shade into the main now, which is the move.
Oh, he got one in depth pretty quick.
He did. He put some good damage on that one, so kind of worked out nice for him. Well, gets both adepts.
Both kills, yeah.
Oh, and he's about to get the 3rd adept too. Yeah, NAchobo's got to stop throwing stuff across the map.
All right. So remember, he's on point. First 2 games, always hitting at 530. Let's see how big of an adjustment this is. Because I can tell you right now, we're not hitting at 530.
No, definitely not. And I apologize for the wind turbine. That's my air conditioner. I can't do anything about it because I ain't gonna sit in here sweating. Sorry, folks. I don't know what kind of mic I need so that there's less background noise, but a Yeti ain't it. I gotta look into better mics. So, I mean, I don't think we're going to see Mutas again. That's for darn sure. We do have 2... Well, he's taking a 3rd and a 4th gas, so maybe we will see Mutas again. No, we got a roach horn. Okay.
He had a roach horn last time too, though.
Oh, he did?
Yeah.
Oh, jeez.
So let's see if this disruptor gets some drone kills here. Kind of undetected so far.
It's gonna get something. Ooh, 3 with 1 little hit right there. Ah, yes, it is 2-0 Chobo. Chobo is indeed killing it. This mystery build, the unstoppable. Does he get warp prism speed too?
Oh yeah.
I was gonna say this thing is like moving.
So he still has a spire.
Oh wow, that was close. CatZ almost had a big mistake, almost clumped all his drones there, but that was a nice recovery at the very last second there.
So he's making some Ravagers. It's a little bit more like what Game 1 was. Game 1 he had Ravagers. Still got a really good drone count. 58.
Oh man. This is brutal.
Alright, so he is moving across the map. It's 6:42 though. It's a whole minute 20 seconds late.
Well, but at the same time, CatZ was delayed because he 12 pulled.
Ah! Warp Prism!
It's low.
Oh, Reaper would have got it. Maybe.
Reaper would have got it.
Maybe. It's a tough shot.
Oh, he got it.
Oh, he did get it!
Yeah, he got it.
Oh my gosh. That was huge. That was a 6th snipe.
It was. Well worth it.
Man, those Ravagers, they're like, hold on, let me get my sniper out.
Nice surround. Nice bile.
Man, that Colossus puts in work though, huh?
Yeah, there's melt slings.
Holy cow.
Look at that. That is craziness. He's got to get back on creep.
So even though there's
fight
no
off
Warp
creep.
Prism, this is still scary. He is building Mutas. I don't know.
I like it. That's a nice dodge there. Only got lost one drone on that one.
Oh, he got the Disruptor.
There's a lot of stalkers again, man. I don't know. And a warping of stalkers on top of it. And he's got to back up again. He can't fight that.
Supply is still in favor of CatZ. It's got a lot more drones though.
Yeah.
Actually, only 8 more drones.
He's got to kill that Colossus. He's got to focus it with the Meta. Oops. All right.
Oh,
now that that's
it.
done, now he's got to get some lings. He's got to spend that money. He's got 1K mins.
Do we pull drones? He pulled him the first 2 games. He's not so far. I kind of like the not pulling him.
Oh, almost cancels that warping too.
How much lings we got in production? We have 20 lings, 5 roaches in production. Is it going to be enough? There is a shot in the Disruptor. It's got to be big. He missed.
All right, this is it. Now this is CatZ game to lose now, for sure.
It is.
He's got a huge advantage now. Has a 4th base up as well. Had a nice little bank there to really get everything kind of moving. Obviously, NAchobo was going to keep the pressure coming because he has no choice. He doesn't have a 3rd. Never took a 3rd.
You just keep making lings and mutas. There's nothing stalkers can do.
He doesn't got a drone. He doesn't got to do anything except for keep living, and then he wins. That's it.
Oh,
Ooh,
good
nice
Disruptor
hit.
shot. But
Yeah,
I think it's
really
a
nice.
little too late. Too little, too late.
No upgrades.
Any trade on the other
player.
side of the map is just exactly what CatZ wants.
Yeah.
So he doesn't even need to win this fight. He's just trading.
Yeah, with the worker advantage, it doesn't really matter as long as he gets those good trades.
Well, and the saturation advantage. I mean, look at NAchobo's main.
Oh yeah, for sure.
And CatZ already transferred out of his main, so the 4th base is mining pretty healthy.
Losing the queens kind of hurts. Not really a big deal, though, I guess.
I'll tell you though, this is exciting. And NAchobo's, he makes these games stressful. Like I feel stressed. I'm not even a Zerg player. Yeah, it's like gosh.
And there it is. GG. CatZ stops it with the 12 pull opener. And CatZ is on the board. Next map is going to be Neo-Humanity. I have very mixed feelings about this map. I don't know if I like it. I don't know if I hate it. Is that weird?
No, I'm kind of the same way. But I'll tell you what I do hate. It's playing CatZ on this map. Just those extra minerals in the back there. Like, he's someone crazy enough that he's like, let's pull 7 drones. You know? He'll do it.
Alright, both players ready for the start of Game 4. Let's see what happens now. Does NAchobo switch it up now that it was finally stopped?
Oh, keep in mind, it did start with a 12 pull, so his timings were all in a whack, and it still got scary.
It did.
Still got really scary. I think if those 2 Ravagers don't snipe the Warp Prism, which was an already weak Warp Prism, by the way, like, if the Warp Prism wasn't already weak, 2 Ravagers don't kill a Warp Prism. You need 3.
True.
So, there was a lot of things that kind of fell into place there for CatZ, and it worked out. So I think if nothing weird happens this game, NAchobo's going to hit that 5:30 timing. We're going to have to see what happens, but you know what?
There is weirdness coming because we're doing a 13-12 right now.
CatZ says, hold my beer.
13-12 against the Protoss, and that's probably because of the map, I guess, maybe.
Well, and the gold minerals back there.
Oh, he's gonna proxy hatch too. I think.
CatZ like, I know your build, and I know what throws you off, so here we go.
He's sending a second drone out.
Yeah. Is he gonna take the rich gas base? Oh, they're both.
Oh, he's gonna mine.
I told you this is
minerals.
Exactly why it's scary.
So he's gonna mine the mineral, make a geyser, mine the mineral, make a geyser, so that he can break down the wall. Doesn't it still have the? Wait a minute. It still will have the minerals in its hand, won't it?
Well, when you make it gas, it's fine though.
Right, but
the gas cancels it out. You do the mineral.
Oh. I see. Oh.
And it's already ready. It's like gonna be ready when the Zealot's not even done yet.
This is cool.
So NAchobo does see the Lings coming out. Like if he's paying attention to his probe.
Yep. No, he's gonna actually make a. Okay. Well, that pylon doesn't really help him. That pylon doesn't really help him. That drone being there prevents. Oh, he's gonna get a wall. Nope, no wall. Ooh, we're gonna get some probes. Oh, and a wraparound on the Zealot. Only one Zealot left.
Speed's finishing soon. Oh,
he got another wraparound on this Zealot.
Good micro actually by NAchobo.
Yeah, but I think there's too many Lings here. Actually, they're all almost dead. They're gonna get just taken down by this. Ooh, but
I mean, if the pylon goes down.
Yep, that's a good game. Actually, no, the other one's still powered. Not good game yet. That's a lot of damage.
I mean,
Okay.
supply's even.
Supply is
12
even.
drones. 12 drones to 12 probes.
Okay. So there is a wall on the other side. So he's not going to get any more lings in.
Keep in mind, though, it's a lot cheaper to build lings than it is adepts.
This is true. I don't know if that battery's going to do much except for delay the lings from getting in a little faster here. Okay. Yeah, not a good enough surface area to keep attacking there.
Do you build another pylon to just fully plug it? I would.
Well, yeah. Well, I mean, I would just because I don't want to die. Definitely. But he's got enough here now to plug. Like, that's a
warp
wall.
gate too. I mean, there's no warp gate coming.
That's true, actually. That is very true. Does he make a... So, I would probably do Stargate, but he hasn't been mining any gas. He's got no gas income either.
And I have never seen an NAchobo build a Stargate.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Wow. He's actually going to take the expansion.
I think that's a good move.
I mean, he needs it.
He's got a battery. The risk is like, what if he's Baneling busting, or what if he's Ravager? I mean, there's anything would be scary, but you kind of got to gamble as Protoss in these positions.
Yeah,
so.
you definitely have to, like, either... I think the only thing you can do is just expand and hope he doesn't actually Bane bust, because you're pretty much dead anyway. So if the Bane bust comes, then you're dead. But at least you give yourself a chance if you decide to expo and try to build up your economy.
Alright, so we've hit it 530 twice, and then we've hit it 650 once. What is this one going to hit it?
This one's just not going to hit, I don't think.
Oh, he built the Twilight. Actually, good point. He's not even doing the Robo build. I just assumed he was doing the Robo build.
He's changing it up.
He
Mass
has no
charge
gas
lot.
to do anything with the...
Maybe. Well, we don't... He didn't even get Warp Gate yet, right? No, he hasn't even researched it yet. He probably doesn't even realize he didn't.
I will say, though, this has got to be CatZ's favorite map. It just fits him so perfectly.
I gotta fix something really quick. Go ahead. Before I forget. Mouse keyboard. Get rid of that. Sorry, folks. Alright, well, this is pretty scary again.
Yeah. So he went Twilight, but now he's building a Stargate, and he hasn't used Twilight yet.
This is
He
true.
doesn't know what to do, Parm.
No, he's
It's like my Robo build. I can't do it right now. What do I do?
He's a little kerfuffled right now, I think.
Yeah.
Alright. Scares that little push away. There's a lot of overlords on this side of the map.
So it's 31 workers to 31 workers. The rich gas base is really nice for CatZ, though. So he's gonna have creep at Chat's front door here pretty soon.
Yeah. The army supply is telling a story, though.
Yeah.
That's
No
a
doubt.
lot of Ravagers now, too. Oh. Down goes one. But look at this! Look what came into the mix! The old Void Ray! Oh, he just piled one of his own Ravagers, too. But this is what I was thinking. I like the Stargate here.
He's got queens here, and he's got creep basically all the way there.
Wow.
So I mean, they're gonna be able to.
That's actually impressive as hell.
Yeah. I mean, he's got a spore now, not too far away. Like creep's getting closer.
No warp gate either.
Oh, huge biles on the Void Ray. Oh, that's true. Warp Gate never finished. Wow,
No.
that's everything right there.
Yeah, I think that's game.
All right, CatZ. Doing some CatZ things, using his brain. Bringing
Yeah.
it back 2-2.
I love games like that. Yeah, I'm gonna be doing that build all day long
Yeah.
tomorrow. I'm gonna pray I get this map now. I love it.
Yeah. 13-12 to GM. I bet CatZ could do it. I bet he could 13-12 to GM. I know Reaper has.
I'm sure he probably could.
So, no question about Reaper doing it. Oh, Reaper could 13-12 to 6K.
Yeah. I wish I could. I cannot, though. Alright, all tied up. Next map, Babylon.
So, this map I would say favors NAchobo. It's a lot harder to cheese on this map. It is a little bit closer. So, CatZ can get weird with it. Like, he could do a really early Roach Ravager, Link Flood Rush kind of thing. But, versus a Robo opener, that's still a little sketchy, you know.
Yeah. Oh, we gotta see what's gonna happen, too. I really wonder what's gonna get broken out this game for both players. I like the fact that CatZ became the aggressor big time.
Yeah. Definitely a smart adjustment. Because he's really good at macroing behind his aggression anyways. And NAchobo, you know, hitting it both games on the dot 5:30 clearly means he doesn't like his build to be interrupted.
Yeah. What do you think? I mean, I would assume actually 3-Rav would work pretty good against this build too. I would assume.
Yeah, the thing about 3-Rav though is if it's ever scouted, that's just that.
That is true. Oh.
Okay. Yeah, that's remake. Sometimes it happens to me when I accidentally press the Windows key for some reason. It goes into like Windows mode or something, you know, when the game like minimizes but not minimizes, and then you can't use your keyboard. It like gets all weird. It's happened to me before.
The worst thing that happens to me these days, because I'm stubborn, I haven't replaced my keyboard, is I'll be making control groups, even though I rarely use them because I'm an F2 noob. But when I do, I hit my control button, and the control button just decides to pop off.
Ah, bummer.
I have a new keyboard that I could use, and I've yet to change it out.
So did you rebind F2 or you click it?
Oh no, I'm such an F2 noob that it's actually my forward mouse button.
Oh, nice.
F2 to M3, baby. Let's freaking go.
Yeah.
I use it less than I used to. That's for sure. All right. Wait a minute. Is this real? Bottom right hand corner, we have the yellow Terran player, CatZ.
Wait, what just happened? Did his game mess up, or did he just want to play Terran? What happened here, Cat?
I don't know. That's interesting, though.
In the top left, we have NAchobo sporting the blue trunks. You know, CatZ does have good turn, though. He likes his Cyclones, he likes his Marauders, he still gets all weird in the start. And here it is, he's got a proxy proxy barracks. And it's gonna turn into Cyclones. I'm gonna go ahead and say it right now.
Oh, Chobo definitely can't see it. It's just out of view. Just barely, though. But he already knows something's up because there's no barracks in his base. So we're going to get a very fast Reaper here, but it's not going to be able to jump up this cliff. It's going to have to go around. But this Reaper will be out long before a ranged unit comes out for NAchobo. So this Reaper can be pretty darn annoying. Ooh, gets a swipe on it. The old delayed mining time. Gets one probe, and I think that's all we're gonna get. It's just one probe. Nice grenade. Rocker, I'm not sure if you're talking, but we cannot hear you.
No, sorry.
Okay, no, that's fine. I was just seeing if you were talking.
So CatZ is doing the right approach. He's taking it easy. Saw no base. So he's going to take his base inbounds here. I would like to see a bunker. And then maybe some tanks. A Cyclone first would be smart though. Just because it comes out quicker and you can really punish units on the wrong side of the map.
Cyclone it is. It's going to have to repair this.
Yeah, so he's going to lose some SCVs. So there is a starport being built, you know, midway top, pretty close to NAchobo, so it does count as a proxy.
Ooh, keeps that SCV alive too. Keeps that SCV alive as well. Oh no! Oh! That's bad! Okay.
Oh, but then it got out.
That was bad, and all of a sudden it wasn't so bad.
Who said Cyclones don't go to the gym?
Right?
Alright, so it's Tech Lab, Banshees, I guess. Got 3 command centers in his base here.
Wow, yeah. Ballsy to be out on the map right now. Nice tank. Oh, lost lock on. Should probably throw a repair on that Cyclone. There we go. Cloak Banshee's coming, but there is an observer already.
Oh!
Ooh.
I have to say that was not an accident by Mr. NAchobo.
I didn't think it was.
So he already has an observer. He is a robo player. He's got blink as well on the way. Just about finished. So I don't think these Banshees are going to do too much. Unless the Stalkers decide to come across the map. Which is very possible. With that being said, though, I mean, CatZ is on 3 command centers. He doesn't need the Banshees to do a lot. Anything is great. Even just giving himself time is great, but...
Yeah. A couple of warpins in the main instead of at his front door is kind of nice.
And this is the worst map for 4-gate blink. I'm going to go ahead and say it. You can squeeze your stalkers up next to that cliff and like only 8 of them can blink in. So let's see. Unless he shifts them. He does the shift thing. Yeah, see, one wasn't able to get in.
It still has a good amount of stalkers, though.
Yeah, and he's getting some damage done. Here comes the Banshees, though, so it's going to get chaotic on both sides here.
Ooh, blink right onto the tanks, though. That's
that actually
bad news
makes
bears.
it really tough. How's he going to deal with the stalkers at home now? He really needs these Banshees to throw NAchobo's concentration in the wrong way. Oh, he recalled. Did he recall the Observer? He did not.
He has one already almost done, though. There it is.
Okay, yeah. So 24 SCVs went down and 11 probes went down.
Yeah, that was NAchobo favored for sure.
But there's 3 command centers. But I would agree, he maintained a good number of stalkers. CatZ did get his tank count completely reset. He's got 2 now, though. No third base in sight for Mr. Chobo, though.
He hasn't made a third base yet, I don't think, in any of the matches.
True. He's got a probe teasing us.
Oh, shit. Oh!
You did it!
It happened. Man. Blink
That was a very aggressive blink. You got a tank for it.
But he lost a lot on the retreat.
Oh, yeah. And CatZ has +1 ground on the way. He has medivacs on the way. He could probably get his 4th and 5th barracks going. But he's just focused on staying alive here. This is a lot of stalkers still threatening his front door.
They're getting good damage.
It's got stim. There it is. Oh, and he blinked into stim. No concussive, though. Concussive's such a quick upgrade, too.
It's getting shields first, then potentially concussive, maybe.
You know, it's starting to look okay for Mr. CatZ. He's starting to stabilize here. He's got 2 medivacs, a decent number of bio. Combat shields is now kicking in, so they're not going to die too easily. Oh, he didn't get the tank.
Oh boy, that hurts.
A little unlucky there.
This stalker's kind of fired weird.
He's going to try and blink in here.
You're not kidding, though. Very hard to blink into that base.
Isn't it funny how it's always only 8 can blink in? It's like... So he did get the pullback. And he got the stim. Got 2 stalkers for it, though. It wasn't the end of the world for CatZ. No, he's got a decent probe count, but CatZ is only 11 workers behind. That's okay for Terran. It's like each orbital is supposed to be like 4 workers, supposedly, right? So, I mean, CatZ is actually ahead.
That's annoying. Sorry, Terran players.
So here comes the extra barracks. A little bit of a supply block here for CatZ and Mr. NAchobo.
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 There's a Warp Prism. Just kind of chilling for right now. Waiting for the opportune moment.
So he's got charge. He's got a Colossus now on the field. There is no Forge, though. So once Terran gets that 1-1 in like 4 or 5 medivacs, it gets really hard to kill the bio, especially with this many marauders. So I
That is
think
a lot.
NAchobo is kind of on a timer here. Here comes the forges. Those are really late forges. I mean, it's been a crazy game, so I don't blame him, but it's gonna start to hurt him. That's why I'm mentioning it. So let's
Server
see if
sees
NAchobo.
the army coming across the map here. Gonna cut him off.
The Zealot actually saw the medivacs. Is he gonna react? He's not reacting to the medivacs.
Oh, he is ready for it. Oh, wow. He's going to pick off a full
Yeah,
medevac.
that's big. So he did see it. He was almost pretending like he didn't see it.
Right.
It was like,
Yeah, that was a huge hold from NAchobo. Like, a massive hold.
yeah, and that's what he needed. Now he's got a 20 supply advantage here, so the upgrades is not nearly as big of a deal. When you're even on supply, though, the upgrades are a huge deal. But if you have more units, you have more units, right? That's just how it works. So both fourth bases just about to finish for both players. I like how they both have a scout at the top. Like one's a inactive tech lab, one's a zealot.
This warp prism's been chilling down here. Hasn't decided to do anything with it yet.
Yeah. He hasn't felt like he's had the spare warpins to do so, I guess. I think now is a good time to, though. He does now. Maybe he wants to push, though. He's going to do like a 1-1 push. His 1-1 is still 30 seconds away with Chrono. As long as he does Chrono it. Good scout by Mr. CatZ. The Marine saw the army.
Oh, we're about to see
So
some
this is
fireworks.
Yeah, this is a really good timing for CatZ, or for Chobo. There's only 2 Vikings on the field, and they're just popping, so they're not even on the field yet.
Ooh,
4 bosses.
Oh, 4. Yeah, you're right. I thought it was only 3. Oh, beautiful force field, too.
Yeah. And that should do it.
Yeah.
He's got a warp prism here for did he lose the warp prism? He lost the warp prism somehow. Or the SCVs are all idle in the main. So there must have been a warp prism situation going on in the main.
Yeah. Yeah, we just missed it. I think so. But Cat says, I am Terran and I don't need workers. Oh, there we go. Never mind. GG.
Yeah. It's only right for Terran to have a little bit of copium.
Yeah.
Alright, that puts NAchobo up to 3, which means he's only 1 win away from taking home the crown.
Alright, and the next map is Altitude. That would be the score at the time. Chobo won game 1. Chobo won game 2. CatZ won game 3. So the current score is 2-3.
And yes, Ray, 2 plus 2 is 4.
Yes. Just kidding. Gotta give Ray a hard time. He beat me on ladder today. So he's gotta
It's got 4 days of me giving him a hard time ahead of him.
Oh boy. All right, game 6 with being down 3-2 in the bottom left-hand corner of altitude. Oh boy. Maybe he can't play Zerg anymore.
Yeah, I wonder what that is.
We're gonna remake. I could just hit the play again button. No, I can't. I actually forgot to turn off the match history last game too anyway, so I guess that works out.
So I wonder who got the win then.
Ooh. I don't know.
Our CatZ has returned to Zerg.
Alright, hopefully everything is okay this game. Starting in the bottom left-hand corner once again from Root Gaming, it is CatZ.
And in the blue trunks, it is our Protoss, Gosu's NAchobo. Top right.
Oh man, no fireworks.
Yeah, so far. So far.
So
Hold
far.
your breath, though.
If I hold my
CatZ
breath,
is a
I
smart
might die.
guy. He knows what's been working.
That's not
But you
even
know,
a pull first.
He's an honorable guy, too. Maybe he's like, I have to beat this build if I'm going to win this show match.
Maybe he's like, I gotta beat it without cheesing. Like he's got to prove it to himself. That's more important than money. I don't know. I'm an honorable player. I'd agree with him. But I also understand both perspectives.
Make no mistake, he knows what's coming, though. He knows.
Oh, yeah. See, this would be cool if NHO did something completely ridiculous, like freaking 4-gate, across the map, diamond build.
Yeah.
That would have been hilarious.
If only there weren't overlords. No.
I know. It still could work.
He's had really good vision, though. You know, he's got his creep spread going. He's got his overlords in position. He's been patrolling Lings. I mean, he's clearly a Cyril observer. He watches Cyril. You know, whenever I see a Zerg out there patrolling Lings, I'm like, God, this guy watches Cyril.
I watch Cyril. I don't patrol Lings. How am I going to patrol Lings and F2 at the same time? It doesn't work, Rocker.
It doesn't.
Can't do.
You got to get Burrow. You got to.
That's true. That's true. You know what? But I can't patrol Burrowed. Got to get. I know. I got to use roaches. That's what it is.
No. Got to use that many more units burrowed. Burrow's actually really good, though.
It is.
I will say, it's a little hidden gem that Zergs don't use enough. I feel like.
It's so true though. Like especially if you have a base that's like under attack. Like if you have like you know, some kind of drop, you just burrow your drones instead of running them. You know, that's always kind of a nice option.
Exactly. And then there's players like Maples who gets, you know, rank 1 on occasion on the GM ladder board. Doesn't make observers. He's always revelating with oracles, you know? How does an oracle know to just revelate the random spot in the middle of the map that just saw your whole army coming across, you know? Like,
This is true. That early Overlord pickoff is really annoying if you're CatZ. Really annoying. Alright. The build is underway. We're going to hit our timing again here, Rocker, I think.
yeah, he's going for the 530. Everything's on point here.
And CatZ is just going to have to assume it's coming because he's got no overlords in position to scout the main. So he's just got to be ready to take it. Oh, he finishes. Oh, it gets one drone.
Yeah.
Might get a second. Nope, doesn't actually save that second drone. So I really wonder if CatZ is just going to be like, okay, well, he's just going to do it, and he's going to get ready for it.
I feel like CatZ has good splits with Roaches and Ravagers. I wonder why he's not trying to do the Roach Ravager route. I mean, he might have to this game. The lair's pretty late.
Yeah. But the other thing, too, is that Chobo didn't put the robo in the wall, so he really has no idea what's on its way over here.
Oh, he knows.
Well, he knows based off of experience alone.
Yeah.
I like these lings kind of in position to catch a warp prism coming across the map. Don't think they'll catch him. Oh, maybe he will. Yeah, he can see that. And he actually clicked on his ling when the warp prism came flying by, so he does know it is coming. Roach's button held down, pressed hard. Many roaches on the way. But there's 2 disruptors in here. And they're just gonna one-shot queens.
And they got a roach there and a ling. I think that was a good first 2 shots.
Yeah. I thought usually this is only 1 disruptor, so he went 2 disruptor this time. So the rest of this push is going to hit kind of later.
Because I wonder if it's because his observer... Oh, gets 4 Ravagers morphing in.
Oh, I missed it.
That's a big hit.
I missed it. That hurts.
I wonder if it's because the observer... Oh, he's gonna get them again! Oh,
no! My God!
Not like those cats!
That's so friggin' unfortunate.
That's a big deal. This is
That's
gonna be really tough to overcome here. That's 8 Ravagers so far dead. I wonder if they still count as roaches though, because you get the money back if the Ravager dies more.
But not all the money back. I don't think. I think you get only like if it's like canceling a building. I think maybe you do get all of it back. I'm not really sure. But you do get a refund of some kind for sure. But yeah.
Okay,
I
so
don't
the
know.
observer did die. So creep is gonna stay, which is a big deal. He's got a surround. Ah, pretty good disruptor shot. He got 2 more Ravagers.
Ooh.
Oh, really good disruptor shot. But there's still a lot of Zerg here. His CatZ just doing it still somehow.
Impressive to say the least.
CatZ! Look at you go!
Yeah, the main difference is that he didn't make drones.
Oh! He almost got the Colossus. What is that Colossus at?
It's dead.
4 health. Oh! It died, okay.
Yeah, this is CatZ game now.
We're going to a best of 7!
Oh, unless that hit happens, because it did.
Yeah. A game 7, sorry.
Yeah, I think you're right, Awesome Sauce. I thought it was 75% return on investment. Not good if you're a investor. I worded that wrong. But you all know what I meant.
This is a decently scary push number 2. He remade the Colossus this time. He still has 2 Disruptors. Disruptors are desperately looking for more damage, too.
And that's risky.
Ooh, that was almost an amazing shot, though.
Yeah.
This is still scary. There's a lot of units here. CatZ's supply is looking good, though.
It is. It is. He's got a... But, I mean, really, he's supply blocked right now, which is gigantic in this situation. But, you know, one good disruptor hit, and this is just crazy.
True. And now he has an observer. Creep is a big deal here.
Yeah.
He still has creep. It hasn't gone away yet. Gets the full surround.
Great biles, too.
Oh, look at that concave.
Yeah, that was...
Work of art here. CatZ coming out. We're going to Game 7.
Game 7 it is. Look, he did it. He proved it to himself that I'm not going to lose a macro game to that damn build. He says, if you want to see how it's done, this is it. I'm going to show you right now. Take notes, people.
So the final map is the map that neither of them chose. Dragon Scales.
Except when ready, rocker. Oh.
Alright, NAchobo likes his blue. His baby blue, his teal.
Indeed.
CatZ likes his yellow. Very Zerg-like color.
Yellow?
I think so, right?
I like orange.
Yeah, that's a very Zergy color too. I think red and green are Protoss. I think purple is good Terran.
Blue is good Terran too.
Blue's a good Terran, yeah. And then the lighter colors are Zergy.
Yes. Here we go. Game 7. Top left-hand corner from Root Gaming. It is CatZ.
In the bottom right, NAchobo.
And just so y'all know, don't go very far when this game is done, because we're following it up with the second show match. Tell them who was playing, Rocker.
True. We got Team Gosu's best Terran, Binsky, and his challenger, Team Gosu's best Protoss, Maples.
Ooh.
It's Battle of the Titans.
It is. Not before the battle of what could possibly be done by CatZ.
Proxy Hatch. He's getting weird with it.
Does pulling 5 probes actually do anything? Because it ain't gonna kill it.
Yeah. It's definitely a response. And then you build a Zealot. Especially versus someone like CatZ, who's not afraid to build a Roach Warren or Beadlings or Burrowlings or anything. I mean, I think it's best to get this hatch out of here because CatZ is, you know, he could literally do anything.
That is true. I like the denial of the natural across the map too. That's nice.
Yeah, that's a good play by Mr. NAchobo.
Probably throw down a...
Big supply block, though. You don't ever want to get supply blocked at your second pylon, and it happened. So we're not building workers for a solid 30 seconds here.
That does hurt.
And he finished the hatch. Little interested that he finished the hatch. I guess he just wanted to delay the base that much more.
He wanted Ling on the other side there? I don't know.
Maybe it was a mistake, because the hatch was so close to dying, you know, right when it was, like, finished. It died 5 seconds later. So because NAchobo was supply blocked, though, his chrono is up to 130, so... Not the hottest start for either player, dare I say. I mean, CatZ let his hatch finish and didn't really get anything done with it. NAchobo is supply blocked again, and there's no pylon on the way. Oh no, Chobo, not like this. This is game 7. Oh no.
Yeah, so both players definitely making their mistakes. CatZ going up to a fast third as well after all this.
CatZ is supply blocked too. Kind of returned the favor.
His hatchery's gonna finish up though, give him some supply.
It's gonna lose an Overlord question mark though. Is he gonna make it?
No.
Oh, it's
just barely.
Oh jeez. Okay, so he's going
Battle of the supplies.
I'm a little worried for the Twilight.
Why is that?
Never seen NAchobo win with the Twilight.
Uh-oh.
Game 7. So here's the 2 Zealot and 2 Adept pressure I was talking about. It's not versus 12 pool, but it was a proxy hatch, so I mean it's kind of the same thing-ish. But good micro by the Queens. Allowed a lot of time for Lings to get out. It looks like CatZ is going to be able to shush this away no problem.
Yeah, actually did really well. Didn't lose much at all.
So it's going to be Glaives, and a really late Glaives too. I just don't know. He is going +1 Lings though, so like it's very much a snowball build versus snowball build. So we'll see who gets the snowball off, you know what I mean? So it's like if he has enough Lings in time, then that's kind of just how it is. But if the Adepts get in a nice nook and they get a couple extra warp ins, you know, there's no roaches. So we'll see who's able to finesse the better way here.
Yeah.
So CatZ does have vision almost everywhere. Is this Ling gonna see it? The Ling does see it, and he noticed it. So he sees the depths on the way. So he's building 18 Lings. We'll see.
We shall indeed. Well, that's a lot of Adepts.
He didn't get in the nook though. He's gonna win the fight, but it could have been way better.
Yeah, that wasn't the greatest. Ooh, this next warping though is making things a bit scary. There's still a lot of root cats here. This feels like a hold to me.
Yeah, I agree. He's definitely got to get fancy and start killing some workers. You don't really want to trade army for army here. You want to get workers and then start trading army.
Yeah. Tries to split up the adepts and does, and is going to get a good amount of kills at the third base. He's going to probably clean up almost all of those. But, yeah, I don't think that was enough damage. I've been wrong before, though, Rocker. But it feels like that was light on the damage. And now, a big-time army deficit. With army coming across the map as well. So, that immortal will help. But it's not going to be the be-all, end-all that it needs to be. CatZ does decide to pull back. Sees the third being made with the Ling. Realizes that, oh wait, maybe I shouldn't go anywhere.
Yeah. He's been building units this whole time though, so even though he didn't see the correct location of the third right away, his Ling went to the wrong one. It's still looking dangerous for NAchobo. I still like CatZ's position in this for the simple fact that it's only one immortal, there's no batteries, there's no warp prism here to juggle. The warp prism's on the other side of the map. It's a lot of adepts though.
Yeah, they're cleaning up these Lings pretty damn nice. Shouldn't be too aggressive though. I don't know if I'd finish this warping. Well, now he can. Oh, actually trapped a couple of Ravs. That's actually pretty nice, but now we're really out of position. And that's some Roach Rav there. And what do we got? We got nothing warping in at home because we can't warp in because we're on a timer right now.
Fire on the way, so CatZ doesn't really want to commit here. He wants to savor this army and kind of just keep threatening to give him some time to get mutas out. And NAchobo has absolutely no response to mutas.
No.
So once mutas get on the field, it's arguably GG. If he doesn't lose too many workers, and he's losing quite a bit of workers over in his main here.
Well, I mean, it's pretty stable for the most part, and NAchobo has a worker lead. I think it's oversaturation, but still, a worker lead's a worker lead. When he decides to throw down a fourth base, that could come into effect. If you're Chobo, would you have taken a fourth by now, or are you just trying to stay alive?
I think a big push with Archons is probably the right move. I would have maybe liked Storm a little bit more, but honestly, it's just a very tough position. Kind of need to do like a 3 baits all in before the mutas. The mutas are going across the map though, so they're not going to defend. And that's something.
Yeah, they're going to cause some trouble over here. CatZ realizes it.
This is becoming a pretty scary force for NAchobo though. It's going to lose a lot of workers to not that many mutas actually.
Yeah, that's the
more
crazy
mutas
thing.
are coming in, but so here's the big engage. Is he gonna juggle? He's gonna lose it? No, he just kept the warp prism alive. That's huge. That red immortal stayed alive as well. This is actually getting really scary for CatZ. He's killing a lot of workers back at NAchobo's base though. Looks like NAchobo's deciding to fortify his main as he's building cannons in his main and retreating all probes to his main. But there's only 4 mineral patches there. So that's GG. Very well played. CatZ takes the series.
Wow.
4-3.
All right. Well, this was our first show match of the night. CatZ versus NAchobo. Congratulations, CatZ. And CatZ won with the hold, basically. And the Muta's on the other side of the map taking out a bunch of probes.
Yeah, I think NAchobo was like looking at his main and trying to get everything situated, and then he got surrounded. He needed to juggle with the warp prism and really have all his focus on that army because that army needed to win. But it's a really tough position to be in. When you got mutas killing all your mineral lines, and you got lings and roaches and ravagers running around, and you seemingly thought you just killed the army so you can like look away, you know, but that's all it takes. Zerg jumps on you.
Yeah, it doesn't take much.
Fun series though. That was really good games. And really cool to see CatZ adjust there, and you know, what was that, game 5 altitude? That he's like, all right, I know it's coming. I know what I need to do. Almost to the point to where he almost scared NAchobo out from doing NAchobo's build. Like he did a totally different build game 7, you know.
No, they was fun games though. Do you think CatZ would come in for an interview? I don't know. I don't know if he's a member of our Discord.
I think he would love to, yeah, that'd be cool. I just shot him the question. I'll get the Discord invite ready to go.
I'm bad at interviews. I'll let you do that. I interviewed Bjorn once and I almost fanboyed myself to shit, so.
I'll message him on Discord. Maybe he's already off BattleNet. Uh-oh, he logged off. Oh, he's typing. He's doing it. Awesome. Alright. You want to drag him down?
Sure.
Told him to join any channel and we'll drag him down. He's below us in joinable streaming. I wonder if I can stream. Cool.
Hello.
Hey, Mr. Paulo.
Hello. How are you guys?
Good. Awesome games there. That was cool to see your adjustments live. You know?
For sure. I wasn't expecting the same build over and over, to be honest.
Yep, that's his cup of tea. That's what he does.
I will tell you, Rocker did expect it.
Yeah, I was like, all right, I'll tell you what we're gonna see, guys. Maybe 4 times.
Yeah, I thought he was a cannon rusher just because you set it up, you know.
Oh. You think I would throw you in those games, huh? That's funny.
Yeah, I thought you just enjoy our game so much you wanna see,
Yeah. Well, tell us what you were thinking, because obviously game 1 and 2, he hit that 5:30 timing, really sharp and really on point, and clearly caught you off guard. But you clearly, you're like, okay, he's gonna do this, and you made the right adjustment. So what were you thinking? What did you cut? Like there was a little bit of corners cut. I noticed at least a little bit, right? So what were you thinking?
So I mean, game 1, I kind of spotted what he was doing, and I thought, okay, I'm just gonna go Spire, and then kind of see how this hits. And then I kind of moved like 3 of my queens into his army, I think, or something or something like that, right? Like, so like, yeah, I guess that was like a massive misclick where I couldn't spend my money. So instead of doing anything else, I had to I was already dropping a 4th, and then I was floating, so I dropped a 5th, and then cancel the 5th as soon as I saw him move out. But I couldn't really spend my money properly. I think game 1, I was just not playing well. Then game 2, I thought, okay, I can hold, right, because I fucked up on as far as just like injects and like moving my queens. I obviously didn't intend to move my queens into his army. So game 2, I thought, okay, I can probably just hold. And then I tried to hold, and then I couldn't hold. Right? And then I thought, okay, well, obviously, like it was close, I thought, right? But at the same time, he made a lot of stalkers. He made Colossus. The Colossus was nice for the Zerglings. I think I did a really good job of preventing damage from the War Prism, and I thought I could do that consistently. But clearly, just Muta weren't like good enough to fight. And the problem kept being the War Prism, right? Like at many points, I could click the War Prism, but then I would lose so many units while killing it because my DPS was so low. And this just happened over and over in game 2. So game 3, game 3, I did something else, right? I did.
Yeah, you decided to be the aggressor, 12 pull, and it worked great.
Yeah, I just like that map for 12 pull, so I wanted to check it out. Like I wanted to do 12 pull almost no matter what on that map. And then it also, I thought it would help because on the previous game, I got the 15 hatch off. So I thought because I just got a 15 hatchery off, there's some chance that he either scouts earlier or doesn't try to scout. So 12 pull should also be stronger if he doesn't scout, right? Because that scout timing is specifically to deny the hatchery, and I had just done 15 hatchery, which meant it didn't deny it. So he could have scouted earlier or not scouted. So I thought 12 pull, and I love that map for 12 pull. Yeah. So that was kind of a weird game. And
then Neo Humanity. You just showed Parm what he's going to do on that map every time now.
I was very excited. Very excited about that. I'm doing that nonstop now. I'm gonna make a lot of people mad.
Yeah, I haven't decided exactly like the best way to do it. I think maybe 13-13 is a little bit better than what I did because so much of the power comes from the reinforcements, and I did 13-12, and like 13-13 hits a little bit later, but I think you can still consistently get in, and that's what really matters. And then get a queen a little bit earlier. So that's the adjustment that I would probably make to that build. I've tinkered with it a bunch, right? I've tried different things with it. Always the same concept, and it has a pretty high win rate. I think it's not impossible to stop, but it's pretty difficult. So I figured let's do it. It's pretty cool.
As long as you can maneuver the drone like you did and try to stop the wall from coming up for as long as possible, that's a huge part of that, obviously.
That was on Neo Humanity?
Yep.
Yeah, when he was trying to pylon block where you mine from.
For sure, yeah. I just had the drone there, yeah.
Yep.
So that drone can either drop a hatchery over there instead of in my main, or in this case, seemed like the best thing that it could do is be annoying, or just go back, right, with its gold minerals. So there's like 2 places where you can drop a hatchery with that drone or just go back. And in this case, it was better to just stop the wall off because he invested so much into it. It was just, very obviously a good move. And then
Babylon, you chose Terran. What was going on there?
One of my mods redeemed from my stream. Terran
game. Oh, really?
Yeah. Oh, cool.
It was really uncool. Kappa, but I usually abide by the redeems, and this
Hey,
particular
I've
Terran
seen your
build, like the
turn. Yeah,
PvP,
your turn's pretty good.
yeah, I think my Terran is not so good, but I think this build in particular, is the build that I practice the most with Terran, and I
Yeah.
feel like if I execute it well, it's a cheesy, really strong build, and I feel like I
I was
had
waiting to see
chances.
your Cyclones, to be honest. I was like, oh, is he gonna do his Cyclones?
Yeah. Um, but I think that game could have gone a little bit better, like at my natural, if my tank position was a little bit better. I was even expecting to some degree that there might be a blink
Yeah.
into my main, so I had decent position with my tanks, but it's just like
Honestly,
little things that
you
could have gone
held
better
pretty
for me.
well. Like after that, it seemed like you were actually in the better spot because you had the 1-1 finishing, you had the triple command center, and the
Yeah,
supply was even. So I mean, I actually liked your position. Your
I
two
liked it.
medivacs did fly over a zealot though. That part
Yeah,
hurt, and then the army getting caught in the middle of the map with
yeah,
40 less supply with the two medivacs or
yeah,
whatever that supply is. I guess it's 20 supply, maybe 10 each,
yeah,
but
yeah. I saw the
and then
Celo too, and I thought, okay, like he saw me, but he's attacking me, so maybe he doesn't have enough army at home yet. Maybe he's like looking to warp into defense, so I just went with it anyway. I
oh
just
yeah.
kind of ran into stalkers, because at that point, like, he knows about my medevacs being off position, so it's always correct for him to push forward against, I think, the rest of my army, which should be relatively small. So I
Yeah.
felt like, okay, like either I pull back and start taking a bad engagement, and risk being intercepted, or hope that he's not ready yet, right? Because he just spotted me and go for it. So
Yeah.
that was kind of what happened there. But yeah, I agree.
Yeah,
I
so
think the
those
very start was good.
Yeah, so those 20 seconds kind of turned the table pretty decently there, but it was
Yeah.
looking good.
Yeah, I think the thing that I could have done the best is when my banshees were on his side of the map. I couldn't really find enough actions to like go after the probes and defend efficiently, and I felt like my defense was a little sloppy, and if I could have done both a little bit better,
Yeah,
and still forced the recall, I think it would have been really good.
yeah.
But yeah, I mean, it was a good game. I was happy with it.
And then the game I'm most excited to hear your thoughts on, you totally smashed the build, Altitude. Game 6, you needed a win, back against the wall, and
I
you came
fucked
out.
up too,
He
right? Like
even got great disruptor
yeah, yeah,
shots.
yeah, yeah, insane disruptor shots.
Like he killed 8 Ravagers morphing, he killed a Queen before with a Roach. Like he was getting good damage, and you
Yeah.
still had so much. So tell me, what was the difference there that game? Like you just had so much more.
Yeah, cause I didn't go for as fast as of a Spire or a Lair as a response. Um, yeah, and yeah, I guess my Overlord was the first sad thing that happened that game, where I I was trying to force a Stalker, right, by showing my Overlord for a little bit longer and then go into the corner. But then I thought, okay, like I probably didn't force a Stalker, and then I went in and there was a Stalker. And my Overlord died, so I felt like I couldn't go Muta as a response, because it would be like super metagamey. Like I thought he's probably gonna do the same exact build again, because he's done the same exact build every game. But
Yeah,
but I probably shouldn't go Muta blindly. And I thought with my Muta build I had it pretty well handled if I just make like 3 Ravagers or so. But I also felt confident in Roach Ravager against it. Just prioritized creep spread and prioritized just a good radius of vision with my overlords, and and I already had a pretty good feel for when the attack hits. So I was like, okay, about to see it, and then it shows up, and I just had good surrounds and positioning, I guess. But yeah, I mean, he
yeah,
killed like 8 morphing roaches twice with the same
yeah,
observer. So that was, yeah, eight morph in total. But yeah, that's kind of just like tax in some sense, because the disruptor drops if there's no Muta. Should find something. Probably not 8 roaches, but a roach here and there or a queen here and there.
yeah, totally.
So yeah, and then I mean, that was just a lot of good positioning, I guess, and my macro was good, and I knew when the build would hit. But I still thought I might lose because I lost 8 roaches.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, those were fun. And then game 7, I have to say, it looked like both of you were playing a little fatigued, or something was going on. I was noticing a lot of supply blocks on both ends
For
there.
sure, for sure. Yeah, so game 7, I went for the same opener that I tried to do game 1 because, like, I live with Pili, and today we were eating, and he said, I said, like, do you know NAchobo? And he said, yeah, I think he kind of rushes. And I was like, oh, okay. Yeah, I think he kind of rushes as well. And
That's
he said,
funny.
you should just do my build, like the build that he likes, which is rallying his first drone out onto the map, and like and he thought if there is a cannon rush, like I see it coming, and like pull first could work or something. I don't know. I'm not a huge fan of cannon rush against or pull first against like cannon contains if it's not like a super early pull.
Yeah.
But he said, but you'll have a drone out on the map, right? So you can put a hatchery somewhere else. And I thought, okay, that game could be fun. So that's what I tried to do game 1, but then my drone died to like 2 probes because again, like game 1 was just
Yeah.
like getting used to things, I guess, for me because I've been playing other games. And then the last game I thought, okay, I'll do the Pili Pili build because I'm already happy, win or lose. Like, we made it to game 7. It's
Yeah.
like a nice show match, and that's what really mattered to me, I guess. So I figured
Yeah.
let's try to win with the Pili Pili build. But the problem with the Pili Pili build is I've never done that, right? So it was bound to be a little sloppy for sure.
Yeah, that was
I
fun.
was ready to lose. I was ready to lose. The universe, rewarded me for being ready to lose. Because, that definitely tried a new thing. And, it must have been just as surprising for him. And definitely felt like for him it was more nerves, maybe, like less used to. Like, because I have no nerves, right? Like,
Yeah, totally.
like going into game 7, for me, it wasn't about nerves that I was messing up or anything like that. It was more about, I don't know what the fuck this build is. I kept, if you like rewatch my VOD, you'll just see like I don't know what we do from here. Like I'm just, like my economy is just shit. Like like I had no idea what to do with that, and yeah.
You weren't the only
out.
one, trust me. I was like, I don't know what to do against this either.
Yeah. I mean, his
That was
response
fun though.
cool,
I
like,
was
fully
I was
impressed.
happy to see you lose 2 games. I was like, oh no, CatZ is back as well, because I was putting you as the favor, before we even started game 1 as the and I knew you were going to come back, so I knew we were in for some good games here. It was cool.
That's good. That's good. Yeah, thank you. Because for
Yeah.
sure. I mean, if he's gonna do the same build, I'm gonna learn a little bit from each game.
Yeah, exactly. Well, thanks
Yeah, it was really
again.
fun.
Thanks for playing. Maybe we'll get you back here in a couple months or whenever. We don't do these too often, so it's not like you're going to be missing too many of these if I say a couple months, but it'd be nice to have you back,
Yeah,
versus a
definitely.
different player another time.
Hells yeah. Give me cannon rushers.
Yeah.
Rocker it is.
Yeah,
Whoa,
I mean,
don't
we
know
have
about
some
that.
crazy games, so
We have
could,
some crazy games for sure. Like, I mean, I could, I almost just want to make a YouTube channel just for our games. Like, we have some crazy games.
yeah.
I'd watch
Yeah, I
that.
actually noticed you beat me on my barcode like a week ago, and I go into your stream, and you're like, "Wow, that was a good game," and you saved the replay, and I almost wanted to be like, "It was me again, Cass."
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's cool.
So,
You sniped me on like everything. Now barcodes too?
well, I don't
Wait, did
snipe
I win
you,
that game
but
or did you win?
no,
Who
you
who
won.
was it?
Yeah, you
Oh,
won.
really? Okay.
Yeah,
That's crazy.
and we're
Yeah, I
just
mean,
both always playing, so we always get each other.
bet. I mean, I don't mind being sniped, right? Like, that's fine too. So,
Yeah,
like, if you're watching my stream and you want to play against me, you click search at the same time. I don't think it's a bad thing personally. Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, I enjoy our games. So. And just snipe me on better accounts. Not no 5-1s is all I ask.
Yeah. You too, Mr. Katz.
That's my only account. You're like, oh, you're just fucking.
Well,
But
you
the
don't
thing
play
is,
like a 5-1 when you play versus me. I'm gonna
right.
say
Yeah,
that much.
well, that much is true, right? Because I get ready, like I'm interested in our games, whereas a lot of the time I'm more interested in the conversation in chat or something like that, and I tend to lose
Yeah,
a lot of games like that. But whenever I match against you, or I know it's you, I'm like, oh, this is gonna be a fun game, and then I get engaged, right? Like, kind of like
yeah.
I do for tournaments and such.
Well, cool, man. We got another show match ahead of us. We got Binsky versus Maples now. That we're gonna get into, but I wanted to say thanks again, and thanks even more so for doing the interview.
Anytime.
And good job.
Thank you.
And thanks for coming.
Anytime, man. Anytime. Thank you
Thanks
so
a
much for the
bunch,
invite.
CatZ.
Yeah, my pleasure. Take care, guys. I'll see you next time.
Hey, you too, guys.
Have a good one.
Bye bye.